So let me explain to you the premise behind stop and think. What you have to realize is our minds are the most powerful supercomputers in the entire world. It took 82,000 computers 40 minutes to mimic 1 second of the human mind. So what our brains are capable of doing is outrageous. Yet, people today have completely lost their capabilities of doing constructive, critical thinking. So what I mean by stop and think, if you look back at Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, think and you shall grow rich. He shared his 13 principles of success, but every single one of them had to do with the art of using your mind. So let me give you a few examples here. To become ultra successful, you need to be able to not act immediately through your emotions. You need to stop any emotion, instant gratification, and think a few steps ahead before acting. Use your constructive, logical mind, thinking long-term repercussion of your actions, which in turn will help you become ultra successful. This is the basis of the 7 core trait of the ultra successful. In order to be able to hit all the other 6 core traits, you need to be able to think before you make any decisions. Our brains automate 99% of the things that we do. So what I'm trying to show people is to simply stop any overthinking, worrying, fear, and doubt, or stop any automations that our brains make. Let's take, for example, we're driving around right now, and I see a parking spot right in front of Starbucks. My usual instinctual decision-making would say, let's jump right into the parking spot. But if I was to stop that automation, because the parking spot right in front of the door is a convenient spot, but it's an emotional decision based on my inherent laziness, let's call it. So what I want you to be able to do is stop the automation of picking that parking spot. Take just a few seconds to be able to evaluate, look around. Well, if I take that parking spot, I'm going to have to back out into an intersection, and it's going to take me hours before I can actually turn around and get out of that spot. So not thinking emotionally, I'm going to take a further parking spot so that I can actually be efficient. So stop and think is the ability to just stop everything and think constructively. So go through this article, and at the end, I'm going to show you how to think 10 steps ahead, which will actually change your life dramatically. Enjoy.